Hey guys, this is restoration video number 10, and the last video I made was about the old timing chain cover, and there it is right there. We took it off, and yesterday we actually assembled the new timing chain cover, and then I also put on the thermostat, and then I showed you the antenna, the new light switch, and the new hood, the hood insulator. So it was actually pretty hard to put this thing on. And then I just put the thermostat on maybe 10 minutes ago. So first you got to put some RTV on the back of the block and then place the blue gasket on that, and then it sticks. And then you got to do the cork, those one slices in the bottom on each side. You got to put a lot of RTV, otherwise it will leak. And when this came and we assembled it, the screw that went in right there, you can see the top, the aluminum actually cracked, because when they made it LMR, they actually, like, I don't know, when they drilled the hole for the screw, they made it crooked. Like, see right here, there's so much space, and then down here it's like barely really thin where it cracked. And then if you look at this side, it's the total opposite. So I don't know. They should look like this. The holes are right in the middle on each side. This came from the factory, so it's obviously gonna be better than an aftermarket one. But I kind of lined all the screws up for the water pump, and we got the harmonic balancer all set up. Thermostat, put the new one in, put the new gasket, put some RTV around it. Kind of see it in there. And then all we got to do is just put the water pump on, and then connect all the hoses. So I'll just end it here, and I'll continue with the water pump. Continuing with restoration video number 10, I just put on the water pump and the bracket for the alternator, and I'm just like trying to figure out where the hoses go. I know where they go, I'm just trying to figure out if that's the right spot for them, because it's been a while since I took these things off, and I gotta figure out where they go back on. So I just don't want to forget. I know how to do the radiator. I did it once before, and I kind of took it off, did it again, so I knew how. So I just got the water pump back on, the new one, and the hose that goes from this to the thermostat, the water pump to the thermostat, is I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Okay. This is the one that's broken in the middle. See, there's a big crack in the middle. So we don't want to risk that getting really hot and then bursting out. The rest of the hoses are good, but I just can't wait till the new hoses come, the orange ones. That'll be exciting, because there's like 5 hoses. That'll be, or 6 or something like that, I don't know. So there'll be 1 hose, 2, the big one that goes from the radiator all the way to the thermostat, and the one at the bottom that goes, it's right here. And then there's 2 in the back corner that go to the heater core. So that'll kind of make the engine pop a little more. And especially the new aluminum. It's way better than the old water pump and the timing chain cover. See how rusty this one is. And even if this bolt up here didn't break, we were still going to replace it, because there was a leak. There were lots of leaks. Like, there was one in the corner back here, and then when we first got the car, there was one inside this little notch right there. And I don't know, I just like that blue gasket. How you can kind of see them. Just makes it look, I don't know how to explain it. I was going to say professional, but it looks, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it looks clean. Other than all the black the black UTV in it, ATV or something like that. I don't know, it just looks a lot more fresh. And then all I gotta do next is put alternator back on. Put this back for the belt. Put it back on at the bottom there. On the it's like connected to the timing cover. That one. I don't know how to explain it. But then we got to get the radiator back on, and then the rest of the hoses, and then the fan shroud and the fan. So I'll just end it here, and then I'll probably continue with more stuff on the car, getting it ready to start. Thank you. Hey guys, continuing with restoration video number 10. We basically got everything assembled, and we just got to put the coolant in the engine, in the radiator, and we're basically just going to start it up from then. I'll get the flashlight, I'll just kind of show you how new it looks. Got everything basically assembled. Got the fan, radiator, belt, all the hoses. And we actually got a new hose. The one that connects the water pump to the thermostat. Our old one's right there. We kind of had to cut up the new one. So, and then I also got the battery all charged and ready. So I'll just end it here, and I'll probably just go to the video of me just trying to start up the car, see if it runs without anything leaking. Now we're just starting up the car, see if it runs. Pump works. It starts. What? Hear that? We did get the pump to finally work with all the coolant, and you can actually hear it when you run the car for a while and then stop in a really quiet environment. You can actually hear all the coolant kind of flowing through, so at least we know it's all working. And there doesn't seem like to be any leaks, but when we first started the car, in that last clip, you can really hear an engine knock. It's cylinder 4, and I was kind of standing down here when it was in the garage. It's really loud. I mean, you can hear it. It has never been like that. But since we've been riding it, it's stopped. Now it's back to normal. I don't know why, but. And then right when the clip ended, there's been a lot of squeaking. I mean, it was loud. It was constant. But it was just a pulley alignment. So we just had to kind of adjust the pulley and then kind of move the alternator back a little more because it was just causing some squeaks. And once everything started working, we kind of rolled around. But then once we got up to the driveway, we wanted to kind of back it in instead of having to pull it in forward. But then all of a sudden the brakes got locked again, so we kind of tried to bring it down, but when we bring it down, the brakes locked again. You can kind of see the skid mark. It locked right there, and we kind of stalled it, and then the battery died, so we had to kind of charge it, and then we did it again. We kind of put the battery back in, and then all of a sudden the brakes locked again, and then we stalled it, and now it died. So right now we're at the point of charging it. So we kind of just got to bring it back into the garage for the night. It's like 9 o'clock right now. It's pretty late, and it's really cold. See the condensation. But all we gotta do now is just kind of bring the car in the garage, see what's all wrong with the brakes. We finally got the car in the garage, but we kind of, last night we pulled it in, but we just took it for another ride, and then we kind of just pulled it forward. I kind of brought it out in the cul-de-sac, brought it around, and then my dad kind of just pulled it up in the garage. So this will probably be the last resting spot for the winter. and everything works. The heating wasn't working for a while, but then it kind of kicked in. And there's no leaks. I always thought there were going to be some leaks. And then the alternator, the power's not really working as good. So I'll just end restoration video number 10 here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and watch video 11 with the car finally running.